So here's a quick video to help you with the 3 exercises on this week's Moodle lesson. First of all, we'll look at how to get user input and print it. To get user input, we use the input function. So to get the computer to remember something, we have to create a variable. So let's ask the user's name. We create a variable called name, and we use the input function. And inside the parentheses, we have to write the question. So, what is your name? And then we print it with the print function. So let's save this and run it. So here it comes. What is your name? You type your name, press enter, and it says your name back to you. So let's make it a little bit more interesting, and instead of just saying your name back to you, let's give a little message. So let's say hello, and then don't forget you have to put a comma after the string that you want to appear. So hello, this is your string, then a comma, and then the name of the variable that we want to print. So let's save again and run. This time it asks the same question, and this time when I press enter, we get a message that says hello, Tony. So that's simply how to get user input and print it. Secondly, let's have a look at how to turn input into an integer so we can do maths on it. So let's have a look here. If I create a variable called age, and I use the input function, and we ask the user, what is your age? And I write my age is 10, and I press enter. Let's try and do age plus 10. Let's see what happens. Okay, there is an error. Let's have a look at what the error says. Can't convert int object to string implicitly. So there is something going on here where there is an integer and a string, and it's confused because we're asking it to add together an integer and a string, which doesn't make sense. It's like saying, what is 10 plus crocodile? You can't do it. So we have to make sure that this is an integer, because an age will always be a number. So let's try again. Age equals input, what is your age? And here is how to convert this into an integer. We simply put the whole thing inside an int function. So now whatever the user types in will be an integer. So let's click enter. What is your age? 10. Let's check that it's an integer by using the type function. Okay, it is an integer. So now we should be able to say age plus 10 equals 20. So this is how you convert something into an integer. So let's have a look. How to turn input into an integer so we can do maths on it. Okay, done that. Number 3. Let's write an example program that takes your age, then it takes your friend's age, and it adds them together. So let's have a look. We'll create a variable called age. We want it to be an int, and we want it to be the input of whatever the answer to this question is. What is your age? Then the computer will ask friend's age. So let's create a variable called friend's age. Same thing again, we want it to be an integer because we know it will be a full number. Then we want it to be the user's input. So the question, what is your friend's age? And then we want to add them together. So let's make another variable called combined ages, and that will be age plus friend's age, and then we can print it. So let's print your combined age is, don't forget the comma, combined ages. So we take your age as an integer, we take your friend's age as an integer, we add them together, and then we print it. So let's see what happens when I save and run with F5. What is your age? 100. What is your friend's age? 100. I have a friend who is also 100. Your combined age is 200. So this is the logic that you need to use to complete today's exercises. Make sure your inputs are integers, and don't forget, when you're printing a string and then a variable, you need to separate it with a comma. Okay, good luck.